Hello everyone, welcome back to Huskers in Enemy Territory. Today I was going to do a quick video like yesterday on the Minnesota Vikings draft picks. They pretty much didn't, well, it sounded like they wanted to draft someone in the second round, but apparently the deals weren't very lucrative or weren't working out very well for the Vikings. The value just wasn't there. So the Vikings ended up staying at the uh, positions that they held in the third round, which was pick round three, pick 66 was their first pick, and it was Kellen Monde out of Texas A&M. He plays quarterback. Uh, Initial thoughts was I was pretty happy. Then started reading a little bit about him. Some of the comps were Christian Ponder and maybe Jameis Winston. But then I also was looking at what Chris Sims was saying about him, and he has him as like the fourth rated quarterback in the whole draft. So that kind of gives me a little bit of uh, I don't know, like happiness, just knowing that maybe we've gotten a pretty good guy. I think what is going to really benefit Kellen Mond is that he's going to be able to have a little bit of time in the system behind Kirk Cousins because I don't think the Vikings are really going to get rid of him um, the next few years, especially considering that both years are guaranteed. So Kellen Mond's going to have a little bit of time just figure out what he needs to figure out, and hopefully by the time Kirk Cousins' contract is up, Kellen Mond can kind of just step in, and he's the quarterback for the future. So that's my little spiel on Kellen Mond. In the third round again, pick 78. We ended up picking Chaz Surratt, linebacker out of North Carolina. Don't really know much about him. I was really hoping we were going to be able to get the kid out of Notre Dame. I'm not even going to tempt his name really because it's kind of like one of those hard names, but a lot of people just say JOK. He ended up going to the Cleveland Browns, so that kind of hurt, but I just don't know if the Vikings were really going to trade up into the second round. They said that they were, but I don't know if they were going to really trade up for a linebacker. So I'm kind of glad that we did end up getting a linebacker because I'm not sure how Nick Vigil will fare in our defense. Is he really the heir apparent to Eric Wilson, or is he kind of just a stopgap until we find someone to really take his position? You know. But maybe I'll look up a little bit more about him tomorrow. Just want to keep this video short. The next pick was same round, round three, pick 86. We went Wyatt Davis, offensive guard, Ohio State. I know that a lot of people were saying that they're not really sure about him, but in my opinion, if he hadn't gotten hurt this last season, I really think that he probably would have been a late first round pick, early second round pick this year instead of being a late third round pick. He just, all the tape that I've seen on him, he just looks like a mauler, and I think he's going to be able to come in and just take over for that right guard position because I really feel that Ezra Cleveland will probably be switched to left guard, considering that that's more of his natural position because he played left tackle at Boise State. So Wyatt Davis will probably be the right guard next to Brian O'Neill. So I think that the Vikings offensive line hopefully is now kind of solved. I'm really happy with Darisaw, and I'm really happy that we got Wyatt Davis. I really feel like that's going to help us a lot. So moving on to the next pick, it was in the same round, third round, pick 90, and we got Patrick Jones the second and he plays defensive end out of Pittsburgh, and that pick was from the Ravens, the Ngakoue trade. I forgot to mention that the two picks, pick 66 and pick 86, were also from the Jets. But kind of putting some points on Patrick Jones. He has a lot of length, so it kind of reminds me of Danielle Hunter and the DJ Wanham pickup from last year. So they're just kind of trying to copy that mold of Danielle Hunter. And it looked like he had a lot of good games for the Pittsburgh Panthers this last year. I think he had. I think they said that he had like 8 sacks or so. So that's a pretty good amount of production for the Pittsburgh Panthers. They play, like Penn State, and I think in the Big East. I'm not really sure the conference that the Panthers play in, but he's pretty much a disruptor in the backfield too. It looked like he had a lot of tackles for loss. So getting with Andre Peterson or Patterson, I think will help out Patrick Jones the second. And just a couple notes. I really hope that we can pick up a safety, a wide receiver, and maybe a tight end and a cornerback in the next few rounds. We'll see what happens in the 4th, 5th, and 6th round. I really hope that we don't really trade back much and get like 7th round picks. I just feel like we should just stick and pick or maybe even trade up. That's about it, really. So tomorrow I'll do another video and then rest on Sunday and then figure out what we want to do for Monday. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications. And as always, go Big Red, but also skol.